Hi there, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Tonight there is a new Black Stars technical team and it follows a thorough review of the performance of the team during the last year's qualifiers for the African Cup of Nations. Now, the Ghana Football Association has since revamped the technical team of the Black Stars with some very significant additions to the team now. And you can see over there here, Coach Otoado retains his post. However, there is a new technical advisor, and you see the German there, Winfred Anton Schaffer, who is now the technical advisor of the Black Stars, and the former under-20 men's coach, Desmond Ofei, comes in as assistant coach. He'll be working alongside John Pinto. And then you have a team psychologist also added to the side is German Chris Pakai, and a chief video analyst has also been added to the Black Star squad, and is Gregory D. Groy. This is intended to help the team prepare adequately, especially for the World Cup qualifiers in March. The team appears very poised to make sure they gain qualification to the tournament scheduled to take place in 2026 in America, Mexico, and Canada. Well, in studio with us is president of Young Apostles Ghana Premier League side and also former member of the Ghana Football Association Executive Committee, Samuel Enimado, to take us through what this appointment will mean as far as the Black Stars performance is concerned, and even the decision to maintain Otoado, whether it is the best call of action. Well, Samuel Enimado, thank you very much for joining us tonight on Prime Sports. First of all, though, are you surprised that Otoado has retained his job?
If we have to talk about performance, then I'm surprised, because it's about performance, it's about what we want, and the fact that we are going down, then it's a surprise. But I'm not there. I don't know why, but I'm a little bit confused. But because you see, if we're talking about the Black Stars, it's not our personal clubs. The Black Stars is the biggest product consumed by Ghanaians. It is the only product that brings Ghanaians together more than any other thing. So if we try to play some games with it, this is the emotions and feelings of Ghanaians. This Black Stars can increase productivity for the entire nation, just because Black Stars are performing well. So if we fail to just qualify out of Sudan, Niger coming to Ghana to beat us, Angola, everybody will ask you why. And somebody will say that the new technical people, they will not be on the bench. And let me tell you, sometimes we need seconds to take decisions. They can do everything, but the one who will be on the bench will be the same person. So, and even the fact that the appointment was announced before the minister took office, somebody will say it's not a minister. No, the government will invest in the Black Stars, and the Black Stars is for Ghanaians. We need to understand that. And I remember there was a time I had an argument with someone on this. I said, this Black Stars is for Ghanaians. So if Ghanaians are not happy and you keep doing the same thing, we are doing the same thing. We changed coach. We went to Cameroon, disaster. We disappointed big time. We came. I remember even at the point, Parliament have to tell us that if we don't sack him, Milo, they will come and sack him for us. We changed Otoado, Chris Hughton, back and forth. Now we didn't even, we come to, the next tournament was Cote d'Ivoire. We didn't qualify out of the group stage again. Now we just couldn't qualify for AFCON. And somebody will say that, what is happening? We need to change something. We need to change something. And it appears that the only change we have seen in the Black Stars technical team has to do with the assistant coach, Loman. He's the only person who has seen, who has been removed. An assistant coach, someone said, that is the only person who, if you want to put it bluntly, has been punished for the Black Stars' inability to qualify for the AFCON, an assistant coach, not the head coach. Now, you are a former member of the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association. The GFA Comms Director, Henry Asante Chum, indicated that Otoado presented his report. In there, he raised many reasons why the team performed poorly. He cited injuries and a few other things. I mean, just give us a little insight into what happens at the Executive Council
when they meet the coach after a tournament, just so we can get a little sense of what went into the decision to retain and even appoint these individuals?
What happens there, I won't say anything about it because I'm no more there, but I can tell you, I was not surprised he said some ESCO members were not in support of we maintaining Otto Addo. If the same person was there and we have a toxic environment, now that we are even forgetting about that. We had the president doing a very big mistake by going to speak to them and putting it in the media. And the words that he used on the players at that time. In football, when the player is playing, when he's on the field, that adrenaline level, that's instincts inside. It is not the coach who can bring it out. The coach will push him before the game and maybe at halftime. But when he is on the pitch, something must push him to go extra. Let me give you an example. When Asamoah Gyan scored against Algeria, in that with that malaria goal, do you know what he told me? He said, Sammy, I said to myself that I'm going to die. How many times would these current boys say that they are going to die? Because now a captain is given to Kudus. He comes back, they say it's not ready and it should go back to Jordan. And Thomas, and they say Thomas is this. Brother, this is dangerous. The kind of harmony we need at this time that we are going to the World Cup, coupled with the results, Niger coming to look at the motivation, look at their body language.
So you think the inclusion of a psychologist in this team is timely, isn't it? Because at the moment, it does appear that the motivation of the players, the mood, even the enthusiasm to play for the Black Stars appears to be down. And the GFA, in their wisdom, have decided to appoint a psychologist, one who, just looking at his profile, he's done an extensive work with the Belgian FA and, did so much work to help a lot of their teams in Belgium, as far as their psychology is concerned, and, even saw it translated in their performance on the field.
How many days is the psychologist going to be with the players? How many days? Because they are if they were in the tournament, the World Cup, there you see that they will have enough time. Because I've seen the way they operate sometimes. At dawn, at early morning, you talk to them, they have a way they do it. But ask yourself, the boys will come how many days from their clubs? So what I'm saying is, we should look at, I remember when, I wasn't surprised former President Kwesi Nkrumah said that the problem is leadership and management. The problem with the Black Stars is leadership and management. And if leadership and management, we have one person that I equalize well, Dr. Randiabi. I work with him at under 20. We brought the African Cup. I think the best we've done so far, Kurt has done so far when Dr. Randiabi was in Mauritania. The way he helped, he led us, the way he managed, the way he was a team player and all that. Somebody will ask, will he get the same hands to operate this time? At the same time, this one is the Black Stars. The man also has a big hurdle of handling the cocoa board as a CEO. You get where I'm coming from. So when it comes to that problem, I'm not okay. I don't think that problem is solved because we've changed coaches and added psychologists and analysts and all those things. And this is the performance. We are going down. We've set record.
You think these appointments are not going to do much as far as Black Stars performance is concerned?
I don't think it will do much. If they're able to do much, then God bless Ghana. Because at the end of the day, when we go to the World Cup, everybody will be happy. But practically, how many games do we have? And look at the performance we've been having. And the environment in the Black Stars camp. I'm telling you this. I have been there. I've been there several times. You know it. Because of my relationship with Asamoah Gyan. I see. And sometimes the players have to play for themselves. They don't even care. You remember how we did it against Nigeria? The players fought. It wasn't tactical. It wasn't too much of quality of players. Where we defeated Nigeria to qualify to the World Cup.
Yeah.
We needed something. It was that something that we needed. Are we going to get it again? That is a big problem. So, to me, I don't see much because, well, but who am I?
For the best.
Who am I? Because, but what I can say is that handling the Black Stars is handling Ghanaians. You are handling the entire nation. Even when you have under 17 and those things, you can be spared. But Black Stars, the emotions and feelings of Black Stars is not easy. And especially going to the World Cup, which is going to be hosted in USA and Mexico and Canada. That every Ghanaian want to go. Me, if we qualify, I will be there. If we don't qualify, I'll be there. But ask yourself, those people who think it's an opportunity for them to be there. So it's dangerous. I don't see.
You're not fully convinced
about
the technical team and its ability to, impact the Black Stars' performance. That's a man who's worked with Asamajan. He's a former manager of Asamajan. He's currently the president of Young Apostles. He's a former member of the GFA Executive Council. So he knows the ins and outs of Ghana football and seems to be speaking from some level of authority over there. But the Ghana Football Association are confident that these changes and these additions are going to go a long way to help the Black Stars improve their performance. Well, let's just switch away from the Black Stars briefly, because I understand you have a big project also coming up, next month or somewhere this first quarter of the year. Talk to us about it. What do you have?
Okay, over the weekend we went to Baglo. Here is the border town. We went to we commission a borehole project. I'm the president of Manchester United Supporters Club in Ghana, and so we contributed, and then we asked for corporate support. And once again, I have to thank Honeysuckle Pub and Restaurant for their support. They donated the highest amount of money for us to help us complete the borehole project in Baglo. And guess what? Baglo is the hometown, is the place where Honorable Sports Minister, the designate, Kofi Adams comes from. And I was so surprised because I saw him on Thursday. I was talking to him. I never knew I was going to his constituency. And if you look at the feedback we've gotten so far, the people walking downstream, water all the time. You have to walk downstream to go and fetch before you go to school, before they go to work and all that. So, and the frustration. And so thank God we have been able to do that. And we are believing that very soon we are going to do one in Central Region. And then in March, 6 March, the holidays, we want to do a cleanup at the beach and also fun games and some fun at the beach to also help our nation, because football is a global product. It's an universal product. Our biggest target is to bring Man United to Ghana to play House of Folk and Asante Kotoko. And gradually we'll get there. Yeah, gradually we'll get there.
We'll see. It's going to be a wonderful time if that does happen. But let me just tell you about a FIFA workshop that is underway. Just started today is the FIFA Financial Governance Workshop. Well, it's been on break for some 5 years now, and the workshop has started here in Accra. And it's a training that's been done for all English-speaking federations on the continent, with a hope that they will get the best as far as expertise in financial governance in football is concerned. Lawrence Bedu, my colleague, was there at the opening ceremony today and has more in this report.
The FIFA Finance Governance Workshop makes a return for the first time in 5 years. The workshop is being held for English-speaking member associations on the continent with the aim of improving financial governance in football. At the opening ceremony on Wednesday, January 29, FIFA's head of financial governance program, Christopher Supiga, says he expects the training to have a positive impact on respective member associations.
At the end of this training, these member associations should be entitled to learn a lot about different topics, such as how to prevent conflict of interests, what kind of measures they should put in place in order to select different providers under the procurement procedures. We will share a lot of best practices, so we have elaborated a financial governance guide which contains a lot of material for member associations to learn and then to implement in the relative member association in the country.
For the Ghana Football Association, this is the first time they are hosting the program. General Secretary Prosper Arison Adu believes the success of the association was key to being handed the privilege to host the workshop.
It is extremely beneficial for us to host the FIFA Financial Governance Workshop in Accra. I think that we are happy about the opportunity to host our fellow member associations in Ghana. That said, it shows that FIFA is in sync with us, and they believe we can host. Because in choosing the host, they take the opportunity to look at the way you have been managing your FA. Because if you were not managing the FA well, FIFA will not give us this opportunity. So I think that we are excited to have this workshop here in Accra and to have our colleagues coming over.
The 3-day event is scheduled to end on Friday, January 31.
Well, let's turn attention to the Ghana Premier League now, where Midiama have appointed former Ghana international Ibrahim Tanko as head coach. Well, he replaces Ivan Sadote, technical director, who was standing in following the exit of their manager. Now, the Takwa Bay side announced the hiring of the former Ghana international on a 2.5-year deal in a statement that was issued earlier today. Well, Tanko joins the club after announcing an exit from Accra Lions last week following a 3-year relationship. Well, that's all we have for you tonight on Prime Sport. Thank you very much for your company.